caucus or members on the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament, and we're extremely grateful that you have accepted our invitation to have this engagement with us. We've called you this afternoon to raise one or two matters of great concern to the caucus on the Foreign Affairs Committee, which is in relation to the foreign policy of our country and how the foreign policy of our country is being conducted. As you all know, whatever happens with the foreign ministry, the foreign minister, and the foreign policy of our country has far-reaching repercussions on the reputation, image, standing, and welfare of our citizens across the world. Not too long ago, we were utterly shocked and surprised to hear from the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs that an important mission and an important embassy of our country, such as our mission in Washington, has been closed down because, according to the minister, one individual is alleged to have been engaged in fraudulent activities at the mission. We from this side of the House take the view that this action by the minister, this decision by the minister, has far-reaching repercussions on the staff of the mission, on foreign service officials of Ghana across the world and in Ghana, on the reputation and standing of our country in the eyes of the Committee of Nations, on the welfare of our citizens across the world. And we thought that, first of all, the minister should have briefed the Committee on Foreign Relations. Secondly, the minister should have tackled this matter through tact and diplomacy. And we're reliably informed that there have been several instances of alleged misconduct by officials of embassies across the world, by various countries and our country itself in the past. And they've been dealt with tact, they've been dealt with diplomacy, and the full force of the law has been brought to bear without having to involve or be engaged in, if I will put it this way, unnecessary populism and rushing to the press, rushing to social media, and taking decisions and steps and making announcements, grandstanding announcements, which has far-reaching negative implications for the reputation of our country. If one person is committed an offense, or if one person is alleged to have been engaged in a fraudulent activity or in connivance with other persons, we support fully that those people should be brought to book and that they should be punished, and that the full force of our laws, the laws of our country, should be brought to bear and indeed be punished unreservedly. That we do not have a quarrel with. Our issue is the public posturing of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the minister, which has far-reaching negative implications on the reputation of our country, especially when we've been told that since the inception of the Fourth Republic, we've had similar incidences and they've been dealt with through tact diplomacy. There are several other examples where we think that the minister should engage the committee more, where we think that the minister should resort to quiet, tactful diplomacy. If I may say, it's just been 5 months, 6 months into the administration of President Mahama. He's just been in office for 3-4 months, so perhaps he's still adjusting. He's readjusting from the opposition way of doing things through the oral modus operandi to the arena of high-level international diplomacy, which requires tact, quietness, and diplomatic maneuverings. And so we are taking this avenue and this step to call on the minister and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to engage the committee a lot more. The chairman himself, we've been engaging the chairman and the majority side of the committee, and they also seems to be in the dark in some of these announcements and decisions which have been made, and that there should be a lot more thorough engagement to the committee, and there should be a lot more tact diplomacy as opposed to popular populism, as opposed to rushing to score political points, and as opposed to moving swiftly to social media to make announcements which do not augur well for the reputation of our country. I think examples about the number of days that a passport can be acquired in our missions today have all become subject matters of great controversy, and the issues of launching of chip-embedded passports and many other issues which are happening under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, where one will expect that the highest standards of diplomacy, of quiet diplomacy, of tactful diplomacy will be adhered to. And so that's why we've called you, and we believe that with this press encounter, the minister will hear us, and the minister will engage a lot more, and the minister will take Ghana's foreign policy in a manner which enhances the reputation of our country, enhances the standing of our country, raises the flag of Ghana, rather than lowering the flag of Ghana. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. I'm grateful.